Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Myra Tatum Salcedo. I go by Dr. Salcedo most of the time. And this is for my American literature students. I have two sections, two different classes meeting, both online. American literature since 1965. So it will go up to the 20th century and a few things from this century. So I wanted to let you know, for some people just joining the class, that you really will need the books, the world's heaviest volumes ever made, but they're sort of standard for this class. So it's the Norton Anthology. And they're in the bookstore, and there's an ISBN number in the syllabus whereby you can order all three books. There's three tomes, T-O-M-E-S, means you could use them for a doorstop, and you can sell them back if you don't write in them. If you use sticky notes instead, you can sell them back to the bookstore because they will be used again following semesters. So the other book that you need is Sherry Moraga, her books, Heroes and Saints and Other Plays. And it's not a huge book. I have switched out A Light in August. You do not need A Light in August by William Faulkner. It's a very long book, complicated to read. It took me a few days to get through it, and I thought, not this semester. There's so much in the modules now that I'm going to be cleaning them up today, and we'll make another video to give you the full overview of the course. So I'm taking out a big book and putting in a play, because I think literature should be more than just poetry. And so I will have some plays and some fiction. So I wanted to talk to you before you take the Daisy Miller quiz. Some of you have, a couple people have. Don't worry about it. I'll work with you on that. It's Daisy Miller. You need to keep in mind that there are multiple characters talking about her where she does not speak about herself in the first person in the book. And I saw the 1974 movie Daisy Miller. A few years later, I was young, I took friends, and everybody hated it. The movie's not good. And it's got like Sybil Shepherd as Daisy Miller babbling. I mean, the talking was just driving me to distraction. In fact, I would like you to watch the trailer. Watching the movie won't help you too much. Watch the trailer. If you, I Googled Daisy Miller Rotten Tomatoes to see what they scored the film on, and there's a 3-minute video, which is fun to watch. But I barely made it all 3 minutes because it's just like, not my movie. So for the quiz, it's due the 30th, which I believe should be Saturday night for Daisy Miller. It's a long read, so you should have gotten started already. And I may extend the due date since I'm late in getting this video to you. I have had a lot of situations with people with coronavirus that are in ICU. Fortunately, not family, but good friends, and some of them have lost grandchildren and different things this weekend. So it's been a rough time, and I got behind, but I'm caught up. I'm catching up today, and we'll catch up your class. And so I'm sorry for that. I know everybody is dealing with the pandemic and other issues, stressful. So For Daisy Miller, the quiz is 10 questions, 10 points each, multiple choice, and it's mostly about plot and character. Because there's so many different interpretations of literature and poetry, just know that there's not one right single answer. It's how you interpret it, how you perceive it, and that's the beauty of it. Don't use study guides off of websites. Please don't let them do the thinking for you. You try to think what it resonates with you, what something means to you. For example, Walt Whitman's line, out of the cradle, endlessly rocking. I read that as a teenager and figured there's a cradle rocking with a baby in it. And I had a teacher write on my paper that no, the answer is that the cradle endlessly rocking is the ocean. It's like the rocking and motion of the waves. And I thought, wow, how would I ever got that? So that was a teacher who said one right answer, and not necessarily so. I don't do that. But it's good to realize that literature is not literal. You can't take everything at face value. The cradle isn't a cradle, it's a seat. So you can, read up on things, but don't imitate study guides for themes and stuff off the internet, please. It's plagiarism. It's not ethical. But you can use scholarly articles and things, and Wikipedia you cannot use as a source ever, but you can use it as a jumping off point to get ideas. And where there are numbers, the footnotes, if you scroll down to the bottom of an Wikipedia page, there are scholarly articles where they got their information. If you could click on those and read those, you're better off. But you cannot use Wikipedia as a source in your paper and cite Wikipedia. You can use it to get ideas and do other research about a subject. So if you read literature like a professor, like I said, nothing is literate. Somebody takes a journey. It's not just a trip. They go on a journey or a trip. It's just not to travel. It's not about getting to a destination. It's usually about what happens on the way. Journey, setting out to get from point A to point B usually involves a character that may change along the way. They may change perceptions, ideas, and things like that. So look at that. Also, for sending in your authentication, authenticating that, I need another cup of coffee, and it's noon, authenticating your ID. Do not send HEIC. I don't know what that is, but I know that Canvas will not open it, and I can't see your ID, and you have to have it to pass the course. It's state law. So for your ID, send JPEGs. That's usually the best. Now, also do not use Google Docs. I can't open anything in Google Docs in Canvas. It rejects it. So send docx, Word documents, and sometimes you can type I have it set up for some assignments, you could type in the text box. But you do need to be using modern language association style, and don't buy a book for it. You can use OWL, OWL, Online Writing Lab from Purdue University. So if you just type in OWL, Google OWL Purdue, it will come up with MLA style and things like that, because I just found out we're using MLA 8 and it's going to change in like over the summer to MLA 9. Just when you get it down, the MLA guys change things. I'm not sure why they keep doing this to somebody like me. It's very sad. Then I got to relearn what I'm teaching to the new style. So I just be aware of that so you don't invest in MLA books right now. Use the free stuff. And the discussion boards, in every single discussion board, you need to respond to at least 2 different students in the discussion board. Try and get your initial posts up early enough, usually by Thursday, and then by Saturday nights you would need to have responded to 2 other people with 100 words, or I do not do stickler word count, so it's about a big paragraph, but respond to what you agree with or don't agree with and why. Don't just say, hey, great writing, see you next time, can't wait to see what you write next time, great dude. No, doesn't work. So you have to really engage as if you were in a discussion. That's why they're called discussion boards. So Dickinson is challenging. I mean, there's the line, hope is the thing with feathers. I still haven't really analyzed that a lot. All my life, is it because hope soars on the wings of inspiration? I don't know. It's not hope is a bird, but hope is the thing with feathers, and maybe feathers are delicate. As I say, there's no one right answer. So it's open to interpretation. Since I took out A Light in August by Henry Faulkner, very difficult read, I'm going to be cleaning up the modules today because there are some things that you won't need to watch, some lectures and different things. So I will make notes in the modules of what you need to do, and I will be adding in heroes and saints exercises in discussion board. So it's kind of going long in this video, but if you're new to Canvas and you have questions, go to the left side of your screen, the dark gray ribbon, the icon that looks like a paper coming out of a typewriter. I think they should use letter envelope, but it's a paper coming out of a typewriter icon. If you click on that, it takes you to email within Canvas. It's better to email me in Canvas because I have 100 students. And that when it comes through Canvas, it tells me your name and the class that you're in. I don't have to figure that out. Generally, I get it down within a few weeks who's in what class, but use Canvas. Canvas goes down, then you can use my Salcedo email that's in the syllabus. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I will be making more videos and setting up the big blue button so we can do live. I can have live office hours, and also Microsoft Teams. You can join, but the tricky part is you get the message through your UTPB email, University of Texas Permian Basin, which I should have said at the beginning. I'm not sure if I did, but announce the university. So anyways, I will send you in Canvas when I'm going to do live conferences to watch your email, watch your UTPB email for the link to join. I will send you a link to join the conference. When it's started, the links go around. And you should be able to join it. I think you can do that without having to install Microsoft Teams. It's kind of like Zoom. And it's an interactive live video conference. So I am looking at people's times when they can meet, and we'll offer different times, and we'll also record the video conferences. So this is going long, and YouTube's going to take forever to spool it up. So I'm going to tell you that's enough for now, and I will make another video once I get the course completely set up today. Thank you. keep going.